Welcome to Terra Nova. I'm the Silver Fox, and I'm joined proudly by Bold,
Hello.
by Niccolas LionRider,
What's up, you guys?
and PoisonBlade.
Hey up.
This is a all-star collaboration of what a colony would be like in Planet Zoo if we went to Mars. So I wanted to bring on the designer of this week's episode, Bold, along with the other team leader, Nick, and the builder of next week's episode, PoisonBlade, to discuss this awesome work. And as you see the cinematics here, we're just going through all of Bold's wonderful creations of terraforming this amazing map. I wanted to have all of you on and discuss what we're doing. So guys, welcome to this crazy, massive collaboration. And what are your thoughts about this very unique all-star team? Bold?
I love it. I'm super excited about working with everyone on this team. I think it's going to be insane and huge and probably one of the bigger things Planet Zoo has seen as far as the game goes. So I'm excited over the next months to see what everybody comes up with.
Amazing. And Nick, so Nick's actually not going until I believe week 5. So I don't want to tease too much into the progress of this amazing project. But Nick, what are your thoughts on this team and of the project in general?
I mean, I'm super excited because I love your David Attenborough like little voiceover over the introduction. But yeah, I'm super excited. We have a whole great, a team of different content creators and stuff. Whole bunch of people that a lot of people are familiar with, and I love every single one of them, and all of their work and stuff. So I'm very, very excited for the progress. I'm just in love with the cinematics alone of the landscape. You did an awesome job, Bowles.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, as we go through this year, this is the first time that a couple of us have seen these cinematics, and they're truly amazing. And just the wonderful Planet Zoo engine combined with the with the minds of all of these awesome creators is what you're going to really be seeing with this collaboration. So PoisonBlade, I want to ask you, so you're week 2, how are things going with your build?
I should probably get a little bit more of a move on with them. Like I went fast for like a week and then it's kind of stopped, and now I realize, oh shit, I need to get something going. I mean, we have a spaceship, but a weird spider
cool.
Electrical thing.
That sounds like me at about the 20,000th rock that I had put down. I was like, I need a break.
Oh yeah, because I've been playing out obviously a lot of like PK and stuff, so like rock work and that is so easy because you could just scale stuff. Like I totally forgot. Like you had to place every single one of these by hand.
And you can't
terraform.
you can't hide the ugliness with foliage. That was the biggest struggle. Is that trees make everything look pretty, right?
That is true. Yeah, like you literally, because I assume your entire palette for this entire build was nothing but just using the terrain editor, sand, and rocks of different like maybe the faux rocks, and that's it, and the normal Australian rocks or whatever.
It's like 3 colors of rocks and 3 different kinds of sand and some terrain tools.
That's maybe why there's some meteorites, just to have a different color.
There is, yeah.
Because I went over the map and I was like, why is there a meteorite here? Oh, probably because the entire map is brown.
Yes.
Bolt was going crazy.
Because what was funny about like when I jumped into the map, I was expecting when everyone was saying, oh yeah, Bold is going to be doing the first episode, she's going to be terraforming. I assumed that meant she was just going to basically make like a little plateau. I didn't realize she was going to go like from the bounding box on one side to the other side and just terraform the entire map to be having these mountains and cave, and you went like crazy. Like I don't even know if we're gonna be able to build in some of this stuff, but like you like put in a bunch of like caverns and nooks and like it almost makes me feel like I'm now inspired. Like I do we need to like add like a Mars mine or something to like go into like some of these caverns or something?
I didn't come here to fuck around.
Wow, and there goes our PG rating.
That was
we can just bleep it. We can just
gone
add
already.
any curse words. We'll just like add animal sound effects over it.
Exactly.
And I don't have a red panda sound effect over mine.
Yes.
What sound would a red panda even make? What is that, like a I don't even know what it would be.
So the reason I made it so many nooks and crannies too is I thought that we could have like some research stations out, and then the big vent crack with the ice. If you go down in the cavern, there's all the ice. Is that I was watching a documentary on Mars, and it was like that thing with Elon Musk where they talk about how they would actually colonize, and these vents likely contain ice, which would be like vital to developing a colony because they could melt the ice down for water on Mars. So yeah,
That's awesome.
why that's there.
And Bold, I wanted to ask you. So aside from this Elon Musk documentary, what gave you inspiration as far as like the sort of the site that we're looking at in Mars, as far as like how you terraform things and the decisions you made?
For sure. So there's a couple of things on Disney Plus and Netflix on Mars. So I watched a lot of that, as well as the actual like rover footage from the current mission. They were streaming that on YouTube, so I watched a lot of that while I was building, and a lot of Googling, and not only Mars landscapes, but places on Earth that are comparable. So yeah, it was a lot to think about, and how the wind would blow and how that would create the dunes, and yeah, there was a lot of thought process.
That's fantastic. And I just want to give a shout out to the entire team, and I'll go over everyone in 1 second, but we just passed Beezy 14, or I believe he's also known as Beezy Build, on the Steam Workshop. He submitted I believe it's the Mars rover Perseverance, which you saw in the cinematics just a little while ago, which is amazing. So let me just quickly go over the entire team. So we got Bold, we got Nick, we got PoisonBlade, we got TheBasicBuilder, we got ZooF, formerly ZooFluencer, we got WyattAndrewsWorkshop, we got Leaf, Zekin, Syrrael, and Beezy. Not everyone is going to be builder on a weekly episode. Some people will be working behind the scenes on blueprints and helping the other content creators with different stuff week to week, but that's a huge team. I believe in total we're 10 of us, which is amazing. PoisonBlade, I wanted to ask you, what inspiration are you bringing to your week 2 design? I know you've showed a bit with us, but what are you bringing to your week 2 design as far as inspiration?
Just random chaotic Pinterest. That's I legitimately just went first for the Martian, like trying to find images of that movie. Couldn't find too many, and then it was just like, all right, futuristic space home, futuristic space colony, Mars colony, and all of that. So eventually you get across some real life stuff, because I showed you guys that weird not pineapple fir cone house that NASA actually approved, is I think the correct word.
It was a concept art that seemed to have been endorsed by NASA.
Yeah. So yeah, just chaotic Pinterest searching, and then eventually I got some things that I want to try and use. But then also trying to not make something too huge.
Too big, yeah.
That's my problem.
Because yeah, should we like talk about that? Because a thing with this series is we want to basically make it so that it's like kind of following the same organic nature of a actual Mars colony. So each episode, the idea is we want to kind of build off of the last person and try to like basically have a true like evolution over the course of the series. So, you know, the first episode, obviously we just have like the barren Mars landscape. Next episode, you know, PoisonBlade's gonna probably start the foundation of a colony, and then we're gonna just build off that. So like, yeah, that was like definitely a thing that we were like, okay, so we don't want to go too crazy at first, because you're not just gonna drop down on Mars and immediately start making skyscrapers. So
I mean, if you give me the opportunity, I
Yeah,
would.
I was like, if we let PoisonBlade, we'll just get a Syana style like colossal mountain with spaceship landing ports and stuff, and then the next person will be like, I was just planning on making a little farm, and like,
No, make another skyscraper.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
So-
that's very true. So I think when Bold and I were talking and Nick and PoisonBlade, I think the idea is that we wanted to tell a story with this episode, and Nick said sort of build out organically from week to week, where it's in the not too distant future where you have this amazing Martian planet that's really been untapped as far as what it could offer humans and what humans could offer Mars as far as hopefully a symbiotic relationship, and we'll certainly see. And tap also into the Planet Zoo features, including they have amazing. They have such wonderful tools at our disposal, and so this is a truly, I believe, a unique idea as far as what we're going to do and the team we're going to do it. Nick, I wanted to ask you really quick, how does this project differ from other things you've either worked on yourself as far as collabs or seen as far as collabs in the Planet Zoo world?
So the big thing, and I do hope this does remain the case and stuff, is for the most part, this seems like a collab that we're all kind of working simultaneously on, and not a few collabs like out there where they'll usually just kind of, okay, you PoisonBlade, it's your week, you work on it or whatever, and then eventually you have no contact with pretty much anyone else. You just touch it, and then like I know a lot of like people like to do like little teases and stuff, but you touch it, and then after that, time's up, you ship it off. The thing that I like is like, because we all have like a team dynamic and stuff, we're able to like kind of share insight of like, hey, this is where I'm planning on going with my build. Here's where you could maybe like help me out with this on the off chance. Because as an example, like I'm going to be not doing my episode until weeks from now, like probably like a month or so away. But in the meantime, if as an example, PoisonBlade is like, hey, I need someone to like do this area, I can like make blueprints for this project and kind of assist in that way. And I really like that aspect of it. And this is, for me personally, this is my first true big collab in general, because like I have co-hosts on my channel and stuff for a lot of my series, but they don't actively try to work alongside me to try to get a series together, though that might change in the future. Leaf and I are talking about some projects, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this is definitely a first for me, but like I said, I feel like under I don't know, I'm scared because like I don't think I'm nearly as good of a builder as a lot of these people, especially PoisonBlade. You kind of scare me with how good you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely excited to do this series. I like the idea. It's very, very unique. It's not a zoo, so that's the big thing. It's not anything that I've done in my wheelhouse. I've done fantasy, I've done zoos, I've done aquariums, but they can't say I've done a space colony. That's for sure. So
No, very true. Yes, and this is a very all-star team dynamic where I'm hoping that everyone will not only get along, but of course, as Nick said, help each other out. And we have Syrrael and we have Beezy that are around to help with the blueprints from week to week. And for example, there's a builder that's really good with interiors. They would hopefully be asked by whoever's building that week to help out with interiors or with domes or with like whatever the case may be. So I really do appreciate that answer. Plus, this team, this all-star collaboration has me as mission control to help coordinate everything, even though I'm not really I'm not in the Planet Zoo world as far as content creation goes. But Bold, same question to you. How does this collaboration differ from anything that you've seen on the Planet Zoo and in the universe?
I think it's so different from everything we have seen, that I think it's just a really great example with the people we have and what we're going to try to do. I think it's just a way to show off in a way that hasn't been done off just how powerful the Planet Zoo engine is, not as just a zoo builder, but as a world builder. It's it's pretty awesome, and I think we're gonna really be able to push the limits and show just what you could do with that system, and then you could take that back to your zoos and just totally rethink how you look at the game and the awesome tools that we have in it.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure. PoisonBlade, same question to you. How does this project for you differ from anything you've been a part of, as far as either collaborations or just like, going into different people's zoos to build different things in it? I know, for example, like you've done a great job with Suyana when you were handed the zoo. How does this project differ for you in that respect?
Mostly just the focus on story for me, at least. Like, I had these really big plans, and then I realized, oh, this is the first episode. Oh, this is only 20 people. So trying to work everything into like a story, like with progression and such. And then also just basically being able to just say, hey, I can't build this. Can somebody help me? Because I can't do interiors. So it's just like, I am in a way very free, but then also like if I need help, then there's always somebody around. So yeah, that's the fun thing for me.
And not plopping down. Sorry, go ahead.
No, do you go first?
Not plopping down a perfectly polished PoisonBlade city on the first go.
Yeah, storyline keeps me contained. Also, my Pinterest page has flooded with cute robots, so you might see those a lot. Cute drone-like robots.
I am fine with robots. Like I said, I was all for if we want to eventually go crazy with it and add just robots everywhere. I'm fine with that. I do want to mention though, this is such a good map. I don't know if we're gonna, release it early or what, but I think maybe towards the end of the series, I definitely think Bold should try to release this map to the public, because it's such a good starter map for any park that it'd be awesome if you could eventually drop this off and people could make a Mars zoo or something using it, because it looks really, really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So I do think we'll release this map at some point. Maybe depending on how well the series does, we can actually do a contest where people try and create a blueprint for the story, and maybe we'll feature it in one of our later episodes. That's just an idea, one of many, but we're gonna have Easter eggs, from different from different movies, from different books, genres, from pop culture, as far as what you may see in this map. But this will hopefully be an amazing project, just something outside the box. And when I say outside, I'm talking outside all the way to Mars outside. So it should hopefully be really fun for you all, especially all you science nerds out there. I know that I'm a closet science nerd. I love science. I love NASA. I love sort of the idea that there's other stuff out there in the universe, and science is beautiful, right? So I want to thank
science.
Yes, science, right? And of course, we're going to incorporate animals. Don't assume that we're just going to, the idea is that humans will eventually need animals. And so you will see the combination of what a colony will look like, with human quarters, with, different areas of biomes, with, different areas for industry, things like that. So anyways, as we get finished here, I just want to thank Bold for the amazing terraform map that she did, and for doing this week's episode. I wanted to thank Nick for coming on, and PoisonBlade for coming on. And before I run through the team again, and you're going to see the team run through in these end credits, PoisonBlade, do you want to give us a quick teaser for next week's episode?
Yeah, spaceship, huge. I did not when you see pictures of spaceships, they always look small, at least realistic ones. Then I realized, it's as big as some not skyscrapers, but as big as some high rises. That was surprising. Also, pain, because nothing is completely flat. Everything has some sort of curve to it, and I don't like that. And it's pain. So basically, teaser for next week: pain and huge.
Yeah.
That's
so
it.
so the idea is that after the end credits roll, and it will be the same end credits from week to week. The idea is that this is, shared credit. All the builders, regardless of the week, are getting, we're all a team. We're all getting credit for this project. But we're gonna drop a little bit of a teaser at the end of the credits. It might be a screenshot, it might be a little video from the builder going the following week. So hopefully we'll have something from PoisonBlade just to show you quickly as to what he's referring to as far as pain and spaceships go. And you'll be able to see it. So stick around past the credits for a little teaser and join us next week. Thanks everyone so much. Be sure to, love this video, do what you got to do with it on YouTube, on Twitter. Love it. Tell your friends. And we hope to bring you more content from a week-to-week basis. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.